Hello, it's Jeannie. How are you? I came in here and got set up to make a video, and I had to go back downstairs for a couple of things. And while I was gone, someone decided to join me. And the video is not about him. Hello, Sputnik. This is Sputnik. I know you guys, love him. Anyway, I have a magazine to show you. It's kind of special. And I don't know how I'm going to do it now, because I've got a big blob in my way. So maybe I'll just blah, blah, blah till he gets tired of being here. We'll see. So now I'm going to be doing this to my face because cat dander goes everywhere. So I apologize for being picky at my face. It's cat fur. Anyway. Come here. Come lay down. You come lay down over here. Lay down. We can make this work if you lie down. Come on. Putty. Come on, Putt-Putt. Come on. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Over here. Come on. Come on. Lay down. Okay, come on. Okay, he's going down. Good job. Good job. Anyway, I got something sent to me to my mailbox from someone in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And it's a big package. And it says, the card, very pretty card. It says, "Dear Jeannie, my son and I really enjoy your magazine flip-throughs. I had this just sitting in my basement and thought you might like it. Thank you for all your relaxing content. Sincerely, Charisse." Well, Charisse, thank you. I got this a couple weeks ago. And let me show you. But I was not able to get to it until today. And so it is do I need my glasses? Yes, I do. Where are my glasses? Here they are, right in front of me. It is the Saturday Evening Post from September 4th of 1948. And it was 15 cents. And look, it shows Chicago, the Chicago, who are they? I am not a baseball person. Is it, it's a Norman Rockwell picture of a baseball game featuring these Chicago baseball players. 1948. So about the cover, it says, "Thank you, Sputnik. You're a great little magazine stand. It says Boston baseball fans saw a strange spectacle at Braves Field early this summer. As the stands filled, two respectable-looking men stood on the field, staring at the spectators. Every now and then they would point to someone, run up into the stands, and invite the man or woman to sit in a box above the dugout. Then the thinner of the two would contort his face into an expression of wild delight or disgust and invite the spectator to do the same, while the photographer made pictures. The explanation is on our cover. The two suspicious characters were Kenneth Stewart, the Post's art editor, and the artist Norman Rockwell. For a detailed description of how Boston fans acted out a baseball game long before the warm-up, see Keeping Posted. So, anyway, so supposedly this lad is Norman Rockwell, and these are people they had make faces. He did, so he could create this drawing. We once saw a Norman Rockwell exhibit in Crystal Bridges in Arkansas. And if you've never been there, if you're ever in Northwest Arkansas, go to this place called Crystal Bridges and check out what exhibit might be going on. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, and we just enjoyed it. We had a couple of our kids live up there in that area, and so it was really fun to go and visit there. So now I gotta figure this out, because heaven forbid should I disturb my big boy here. He's a big boy. Speaking of being a big boy, I think he's been putting on weight, and he's supposed to be losing weight according to his vet. And I don't think he has. We cut back. We used to free feed with dry food and then supplement with canned and good quality canned meat, cat food. But I don't know. I think he's been finishing everybody else's food. But let's see if you can hear this. Hang on. I don't think you can. It's his belly. Oh, you're such a handsome boy. So, oops. I think I might need to, come on, you need to move out of the way. I might need to regain control here of, Sputnik, no. I'm going to try to regain control here and assert who's really in charge. And I'm going to show you this magazine, and I'd love to hear your feedback. I have not looked through it yet, so it's going to be new to me and to you. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I hope you find this very relaxing, blah, 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 and are able to get some relaxation or sleep out of it. Okay, so I'm going to get the camera over here and we'll see what we can do. I wonder who the real boss is here, right? Okay, let's get to it. Okay, I think I've got a workaround going here. He won't leave completely, and that's okay. But, here, let's see. He can be a stand or something over here. Okay, so here is the cover of the Saturday Evening Post, September 4th, 1948. 15 cents. And this went to somebody in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh, I love this dress. I think it's a cool dress. And I think it's very flattering, So, but what the ad is about is sanforizing, which is, I guess, something they use to prevent shrinkage when you got something dry cleaned or when you washed it yourself. I'm not sure. And okay, so let's go. I'm not going to read the articles, of course, but we'll look at some of the ads. Wow, Florsheim Shoes. That is an old company. My dad, we used to have a Florsheim shoe store, and we went there twice a year to get our shoes. A pair for school shoes and a pair of like sneakers, tennis shoes, which we called our play shoes. And our school shoes we wore for school, and when we got home we took them off and put on our play shoes. So, and then later in the year, depending on like how old we were and how fast our feet were growing, we'd get another pair of shoes, and like for me a pair of sandals or a summer pair. So, yeah. And that's back when the shoe man, the shoe salesman, he measured your foot, and you stood on that thing and he measured it, and he brought out 3 or 4 in different sizes and tried them on you, and you would strut around the store. And yeah, those were the good old days. Wow, I love these outfits. Again, kind of flattering, right? Okay, trademark Ethel. Okay, so trademarks of nature, spots on a dog. You know what? They're saying these are lovebirds. I don't know, maybe they are. I used to raise lovebirds, but they were peach-faced lovebirds. These look more like parakeets. Now, if you're a bird person, let me know. But I never saw lovebirds like these. I think those are parakeets. But I could be wrong. Anyway, it's all about how Ethel identifies gasoline. So, I guess that was like the super back then. Okay, batteries, car batteries, and tires, caster wheels. Okay, 1948, remember this now. This is a dryer, and fluff dry your clothes inside automatically. Less ironing, yeah, that's true for certain things, cottons and whatnot, but I loved hanging things out. I loved the smell. I loved the stiffness. I liked how it made your towels all nice and thirsty and, stiff and scratchy. I like that. And let's see, this is about a rug. Yeah. So, it's a rug. Masland Imperial Argon broadloom rugs. Stanley Tools. Let's see. Okay, and so here is how they made the cover, having people make these faces. See? So they did this at a Boston game, and so that's cool. I love the behind the scenes look at that. Okay, look at this truck. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And Monarch Lumber Company and Diamond T Trucks. Wow, a nickel still buys the finest writing pencil. Vacuum cleaners. No dust bag to empty. Where does it go then? I guess you just empty the canister. Okay. Oh, look at these houses. So, this is baseboard radiant heating, radiator heating, and air conditioning. So, American Standard, first in heating and plumbing. Look at the plant, a garden inside the house. Interesting. So this is 1948, after, of course, World War II. And what this article is about is what happens to a war hero. And you can see he's got some, scars. And so interesting. And apparently they collected enough money from people to actually buy him a house. But there were a lot of young men who came back from that war very hurt. And any war on any side, it breaks my heart. I loathe war. I loathe it with every fiber of my being. And this is why, people are hurt. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm a mother, first and foremost. Okay, I took off my white collar and donned a pair of overalls and started working as a shipyard helper. So he took up a trade. This is a big magazine. This lump right here, sorry, it's Sputnik. See? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Okay, and then the nice thing about these magazines, these old ones, is they had lots of stories. So, Raid in the Desert by Robert Carse. He was demented with thirst when he first saw the riders, and there was only one thing left to do, and he slowly drew his pistol. Anyway, beautiful artwork. Look at these riders on camels like Bedouin. Just beautiful. I love this artwork. Another story called Independent Blonde. All right. And let's see, they're just wild about Boudreaux. The Indians' manager is slow afield. So, it's, I guess he used to be a baseball player. I don't know baseball. And now he's a manager with lots of critics. Okay, the shrine, they almost auctioned off. The bell that is in Philadelphia. It arrived from England in 1752. It cracked during a test, and was recast in Philadelphia. The strangest strong man in Europe. Okay. A living contradiction of everything Italians are supposed to admire. Quiet little Premier De Gasperi is their enthusiastic choice to lead them to prosperity. Okay. I'll have to come back and read this. History. Oh, I like this. In defense of the Russian people. And it says, are we Americans being fair to the Russians? The author, once a Red Army general, says we are not. Here are the mistakes he feels we make. Interesting. Like I said, I'm a mom first, and I love when someone can take a look at both perspectives on something, not just one. So, okay, I love you, Coach. Another story. Oh my goodness, look at this. They'll never get me. Another story, kind of like a bad guy story. Look, they're searching cars with guns. And here's the bad guy. That mad dog killer, Morgan Dane, has begun his 5th day of liberty by adding another name to his mounting list of victims, said the voice on the radio. Okay, City of Children. I've heard of this. Moose Heart Child Research Labs, and I think what it is they took in orphans and just did this really stellar job of raising them in exposed to all kinds of things, arts and literature and sports and whatnot. Interesting. Another story, The Steel Mirror. It's a mystery. He rushed back in alarm and found the girl dying, and no one had been near her but him. Okay, the emu. And little blurbs. Okay. That turn leads straight to safety. Chrysler Corporation. Different parts of the motors that there, or the parts of the car chassis or something, maybe. Okay, another story. The DA takes a chance. Alone in the house, she stood watching the crouched figure creep closer. Where could she turn for help? Haha, he reached for the knife. Woo, I'm going to have to read some of these. Okay, what's cooking to cut kitchen costs? So, all about okay, this trailer saves waiting time. So it's about shipping, engineered transportation, getting your kitchen to you right away. Because, when the war was over, there was a big building boom, of course. So modernizing kitchens and homes. Okay, the 49 Ford is A Midsummer Night's Dream. And look, they've got various characters, from Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. We had a camera like this, very similar to that. Wow. Look out, your dog may be on a danger diet. Swift's dog food. Pard, P-A-R-D, man's best friend's food. Okay, so here are the ingredients. Meat byproducts, soy flour, wheat and barley, fish liver oil, ground edible bone, iodized salt, irradiated yeast, B-complex vitamins. Okay. All right, so this is about tires. the trucker's tires. Wow, look at that beautiful steer. Okay, and this is about, let's see, oil? Yeah. It's time for Marfac chassis lubrication. So get that at Texaco. And here we go with the Pall Mall cigarette ads. Pittsburgh paints look better longer. Vitalis. My dad used Vitalis on his hair to kind of style it, I think. Made for a man with a liking for luxury. Okay, I like it. I have a liking for luxury. So this is a Buick Roadmaster. Dynaflow. Guess women couldn't drive? That's not true. They were driving back then. Pipes. My grandfather smoked a pipe. I loved that smell. I love the smell of a pipe. It really takes me back to my childhood at my grandpa's house. And he was a kind man. He was married to a mean lady, my grandma, my dad's mom. I'm just telling you. She was mean. She was a hag, that woman. But she had 7 kids and she didn't like kids. Go figure. Oh, look at this. Look at this radio. 1948. You know what? I'm going to show you something. I just saw this the other day. Hold on. Look what I found the other day going through some boxes. This is my first radio. You see that? And I plugged it in and it still works. It's AM only. The knob fell off. And it only gets like 2 stations. One is like a news station and the other is a Spanish station. So, yeah, this is my very first radio. I got this in, oh golly, let's see, made in Japan. 6 transistors. I think I got this, let me think, probably 1969, maybe 1970. Isn't that cool? So, I just wanted to show you that. Okay. Seth Thomas, the finest name in clocks. Ooh, Squib Dental Cream. What a name, Squib. Hey. And all this stuff is the stories continuing from those first stories. Okay. All right. More lubrication and grease for ball bearings. Corning glassware for cooking. Pyrex. Socks, Munsingwear socks. I don't think I've heard of those. Have you? Okay, Plymouth cars, safety rim wheels. And again, only men can drive. Okay. Oh, look at this oven and range here. Push button cooking. Just push your buttons. High, medium, low kind of a thing. Here she is. Look how happy it makes her. It's as simple as snapping on a light. Hot point. Okay. This is for insurance, believe it or not. What are you doing, buddy? Okay. Planters cocktail peanuts. Wow, that's old. We still use those, or have those. Okay, thank you, Sputnik. Oops. Thank you. Okay. Colgate dental cream. Ribbon dental cream. All right, Sanka coffee. Oh. Keep going. No. No, it's buddy. No, honey bunny. No. This isn't the plan. You promised you'd stay over there. Come on. What are we going to do? Here, come over here. Come on. Come on, handsome boy. Come on, right here. Look, right here. Come on. I know. Come on. Come on. Go back over here. There you go. Come on. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, lay down. Oh, good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. Look at him. Okay. Armco Steel Corporation. Ooh, Kellogg's Corn Soya Shreds. Looks kind of gross, but probably better for you than what was that's in today's stuff for sure. I remember thinking these packages, and maybe they still have them. I don't know. We don't buy much cereal, but where you had Kellogg's, all the little packages. I thought that was so cool. Once in a while, my mom would buy them, but for the most part, one serving, a lot of package, a lot of waste, and expensive. And if, a smart mom wouldn't waste money like that. So we didn't get those very often. Okay. Oh, Underwood deviled ham. Wow, that is really old. I always liked it. My mom would put this on bread with mayonnaise, and I liked it. I don't know what is in it, but that's okay. I don't need to know. Okay, it takes $20,265 to keep a man working on the railroad. I guess that was the rate? Is that? Yeah, that's what it cost the railroad to provide each and every one of their 1,350,000 workers with tools of the trade. Okay, so it's all the peripheral things that keep employees going. Okay, let's see. More bearings. Interesting. I guess they really try to appeal to both men and women in this magazine because I don't think women cared about ball bearings. SOS scouring pads. I grew up with those. I think they still have them. Kind of a steel wool that gets soapy. Okay. This is actually about plastics, but what they ask is, can you look at this picture for 30 seconds, then look away, and then name 20 objects? I'd get about 5 or 6. Okay, Borg Warner. Okay, I don't know. Operating parts for cars like the double cylinder, kerosene side lamps, the fenders. Okay. Oh, look at this. Baby's first picture. Oh. The nurse presses a foot pedal and takes baby's first picture. Okay, seat covers. Ooh. Continental Oil Company. Sapphire Savages and Sea Lions. Okay, whatever. All right, Armstrong Tires. Why it pays you to travel light, I agree. Back in the day of having someone help you with your luggage, before wheels on luggage. Okay, so this is Kaiser aluminum. Lightweight. He's a good boy. He's a handsome boy. Yes, him is. Sorry. You stay there. Okay. TW8. Nightlife in Paris. Less than a day away by TWA. Oh, wow. Trans World Airlines. Oh, gosh. Peas. Canned peas. We had canned peas, and my dad taught me to eat them when they were hot, and he'd put butter and salt and pepper on them, and I could get them down, you know. But I'd rather have frozen peas, but for some reason, my mom always made the canned peas. But look at this old refrigerator, freezer. Wow. Oh, wedding bands. Aww. You know, they made use of a lot of the design around a small diamond. You know, now you see women with great big honker diamonds, you know. And back then, in order to, you know, most of them just had bands, just a simple 14-karat gold band. And then something, you know, you have the band, the diamond band, and then the ring, the engagement ring. But if you notice here, the diamond is actually quite small. And my mom's is very similar to that. And, yeah, because people didn't have a lot of, you know, money, disposable income. So, and I just wear these bands because they're flat, and my whole set is way too big for me. I've got to get it sized down. Oh, look at this. Revere 8mm projector, 16mm. Wow. Yeah, old 8mm. Those are great. Standard Oil Company of California. And this is for an ad for the diesel engine lubricating oil. A lot of that in this. Modern factories, what they looked like. Flexible, uniform, dependable. That's a sharp-looking suit. Bobby Burns. That's the label. Pratt and Lambert paint. Wow, that is old. My dad used to do hardwood floors, and I remember him using Pratt and Lambert varnish on the floors, you know, like polyurethane after they were sanded. Okay, let's see. Savings bonds. Okay. Oh, wow. Ink. So pencils, those mechanical pencils, and then an ink pen. How cool is that? We used to have these, and you would fill them up, and it could be a messy process. Only my dad really did it. He had beautiful handwriting, but he would fill them, and I would try to use them, and I'd get ink and, ink everywhere. It was a skill to learn how to write well with these ink pens. Okay. Kentile floors. They're kind of what is that? What would you call this stuff? Durable, looks like kind of a plasticky type tile. Yeah, I'm not sure what it actually is, but Hartford Insurance. Okay. Equipment. Pajamas for men. Well, what about pajamas for... Oh, well, I guess she gets an apron. He gets the pajamas. Okay. And let's see, Robley shoes. Anywhere from $9.95 to $14.95. Okay, watchmakers of Switzerland. Oh, so his mom and dad are giving him a gift of a nice watch. Like maybe he graduated or something, or got accepted into college or something. Okay, dream house with mutual life insurance. Dog food. Okay, this looks like it's dry. Dry dog food. Yeah, it's like a kibble. The miracles that helped make America great. The lights go on. So Edison entered the automobile in 1892. 1903, the first wings, the Wright brothers. Okay, newsflash, everyone. The Wright brothers visited a guy in Germany. His name was Gustave Weisskopf, Gustave Whitehead. And he had this design before the Wright brothers did. And he was not good at marketing, and he was not good at keeping his own secrets to himself. And it was witnessed that he flew this plane before the Wright brothers did. So we went to that museum in Germany, Gustave Weisskopf. And so anyway, It was these two brothers were very clever, very smart, very shrewd. They knew how to market and patent. Gustave Weisskopf didn't, and it angered his wife, but what could she do? Anyway, he was not recognized for this design and the things that made this fly. I'm just telling you, look it up if you can find it. Okay, radio, 1913. 1920 is machines for living, appliances and whatnot. Vitamins, 1924. Chemistry, more chemistry in 1930 and 1942. Harnessing the atom. Interesting, okay. Well, let's see. Oh, a deep freezer. That's one of those appliances that came in handy. Okay. A heater, home heating and air conditioning. Brushless shaving cream. Yeah. And now we're getting into like little ads. Just little ads. Men's clothing. Flea powder. Polvex flea powder. Okay, shingled roofs for Barrett, the Barrett Division, Allied Chemical and Dye Corporation. Okay, just little articles, and then, cigarettes. Keep cigarettes fresh by getting them packed in DuPont cellophane. You know, she's smoking, he's smoking. I remember the cellophane that came in around my dad's cigarettes and the sound it would make when he opened it, you know. And I loved it. I loved it. For me, this brings back really, really fond memories. I know smoking is bad. He smoked Camel, non-filters, and he swore that they were the healthiest cigarette because he said everything else was swept up off the floor, and but not Camel. But I remember the sound of this plastic. That's a really good memory for me. And let's see, Sunkissed. Best for juice and every use. I love fresh squeezed orange juice. I love it. Our local store here, H-E-B, squeezes their own, and I order it. Now, it's more expensive, but golly, I love it. And I splurge on it like twice a month, a quart of it. And I try to make it last, but it's hard. I love it so much. Charisse, thank you for this. That was really kind of you to send to me. I treasure things like this. And now, because of you, I've shared it with everybody else. So, and here's Sputnik. Signing off. I somehow got through. Sputnik says goodbye, everybody. Well, what did you think? I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you drift off into a nice, tuned out state. As As with every video I do, I am hoping to bring you peace and comfort and relaxation. And that is it. So give the video a thumbs up if you would. It really helps the channel. And I forget to do it, and I'm trying to remember when I watch other videos to give a thumbs up. And subscribe. Check to see that you're still subscribed if you would. So, I love hearing from you guys so much. And I try to answer back, you know, but sometimes it's a little crazy around here. So, anyway, here come the mowers, which is a great time to sign off. I wish you so much peace and comfort and relaxation. Be well, my friends. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.